So you're thinking about reinventing yourself, but how do you know if it's right for you? I was talking with a guy last week. He came to me saying, I'm miserable and everyone says I should reinvent myself. Can you help me? Well, the answer is yes, and I say that because reinventing yourself is not for everyone. So most of the people who come to me looking to reinvent themselves are looking for something that's rooted in a deeper sense of authenticity. Something that would have them experience integrity in a new way in their lives. Something that has them be more of who they are and less selling out and trying to please others. They want to reinvent themselves so they can live life on their own terms. So this gentleman and I had a long conversation. And in that conversation, he said things like, I'm not that miserable. You know, when I come home and close my doors, it's like my own oasis. It's just the other people that I'm not comfortable with. When I asked him what he hoped that reinventing himself would provide, he's like, I don't know, something better? And then he said, I have no idea how I would even get started trying to reinvent myself. When I think of things that begin with dissatisfaction and end with change, it makes me think of the formula for change. Yes, there is an actual formula for change, and it goes like this. When your dissatisfaction with the way things are in life times your vision for what you want your life to look like, times the ease of first steps, like how easy it is to get started. When those three things are greater than your resistance, then change will naturally happen. So when I looked at what this guy and I were talking about, yeah, he had a little dissatisfaction, but he was comfortably dissatisfied. He didn't have a vision or a picture to live into, and he had no idea where to start. So in the best case scenario, he had some D, no V, and no F, and a lot of resistance. So of course, the resistance was going to be higher, because it's in the resistance where we hold vulnerability, self-doubt, justification, resignation. So there was no real possibility of him having a meaningful or lasting change. And forcing it because other people thought he should would likely bring more resistance and probably more self-doubt and shame. So no, reinventing himself was not a good option for this gentleman, at least not at this time. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's more important to be where you are when you're there. So what does this mean for you? How does this guy's story help you gauge whether or not reinventing yourself is the right move for you at this time? Are you looking for change in some area, some situation, circumstance, or relationship? Are you hoping to get relief from something? Do you feel forced to take some action because of a change that happened in your life? The first question to ask is why you want to reinvent yourself. And the second question is, what do you hope to gain by reinventing yourself? And then plug those answers into the formula for change yourself. Why you want to change can tell you what are your dissatisfactions, what are you settling for, what are you looking to leave behind. And it can also tell you what's calling you forward. What is the vision? What do you hope to achieve? What would your life look like if it didn't look like this dissatisfaction? And from there, you can start gauging what first steps to know whether this is the right time to make that sort of change for yourself. Reinventing yourself is a transformation. It's not just a small change. It's not adding a little of this and taking away a little of that. It's a new paradigm for your life. How you express yourself, how you relate to yourself. And it's important to know how committed you are before you dive in with both feet. So if you're ready to start or looking for more guidance on what sorts of things you should look at as you're planning the reinvention, then come back and visit my website. I promise to post videos that will guide you along the path of self-discovery so that as you reinvent yourself powerfully on your own terms. Bye for now.